Hello YouTube, I'm Neki5 and welcome back to the Dragon's Dogma 2 Let's Play. We're gonna head up to Sven's quarters and see what's up.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses. We shall await you here, Master.
I must ask you to leave this place at once.
Okay. That's a lot. Magistrate's office. Ah, I think that's Sven's on it.
Always the same. Day after day, just how I like. I heard from Captain Grant that you plan to make for Batal in order to continue your investigation. As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since last we met, and I happen upon this. 'Tis a letter she discarded, only half written. It seems to be addressed to someone called Phasus. I passed an eye over it, though I failed to grasp its meaning, or what compelled her to throw it away. Here, I thought it best that you have it. Mayhap you could glean aught from it that I could not. And
Pardon.
if you do, would you be so kind as to share it with me? That is, only if you've the time to spare. I am in no position to make demands, of course.
No, you're not. Scrap letter penned by Queen Regent Disa expressing her gratitude for the gift of a God's way. The name Phases strips off the page.
I cannot help but be wary of what I've seen.
Always sets me to thinking, this always sets me to thinking, this place. Just about anything.
At last we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
I quite agree.
The letter mentioned the name Phasus. I believe we've heard it uttered before. By Lady Elena, no less. I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Lady Elena.
Few are as learned on the subject of the written word as Magistrate Waldar. Shall we show him the letter?
Ah,
I
Wanda.
take it you've some business with this person. Then pray, follow me. A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
I can scarcely see a thing in this murk.
What is it? Have you brought me something to sate my unquenchable thirst for knowledge? A book, perchance? No, a letter, is it? Let's see here. But know that tonight the moon shall again be shrouded in a veil of gossamer clouds, awaiting the return of the sun's warming glow. Well, well, I'd not thought Disa the capacity for such refinement. 'Tis a love letter of a sort. One that draws on ancient symbolism to convey its message. The moon represents a woman, the sun, a man. Put simply, what this letter means to communicate is, I miss you. Ha! A surprisingly saccharine sentiment coming from the Queen Regent. Would you not agree? I know not who this Phasis is, though 'tis safe to say that Disa is rather invested in him. What concerns me is this godsway mentioned in the first line. If we can take this letter at its word, and 'twas indeed granted to the Queen Regent, we can surmise that it must be something tangible, an object. As to what manner of object, however, I can only begin to guess, and I'm not one for pointless conjecture. I suspect someone of Batali heritage might be able to tell you more.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Wonder if I can take it back to Sven now. Tell him that tidbit of information I learned.
Really now? There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use. It seems we must part ways for the time being.
You are not permitted to be here. Move along.
This crowd's good medicine.
Though I cannot be sure how, and should you learn something, would you be so truly? Then my mother and this man are... My thanks for looking into this. Alas, I had hoped 'twould be of greater use to our cause. No one has any care for me or my type.
Was a love letter.
Someone else. What's going on?
Come, I'll lead the way.
Wonder if I cut that quest short. Right, well, that should be the last I see of the March's armor. I guess we're making our way to Batal.
What should I get up to today?
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
This ox cart's bound. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Let's go.
I sustain is yours to wield. I shan't allow any further harm to come to me.
Genius. My own master.
Not what I expected.
There's two of them! Oh.
It seems we have enraged our foe.
Why do you not use that range to our advantage?
Understood.
It is a foe worth with caution. We ought to save our best.
Yes, of course. I see it now.
I guess I'm on this guy then.
We'll make overpowering our foe. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Every man is born.
Fell off the edge, thank God. Ugh.
'Twas a trial indeed, but one we surpassed with skill.
At least the
The
orcs
tide
now
of
made it
battle
through.
was in our favor.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
This way.
Yay! Pardon.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen a pretty stone lying about, would you? One befitting the name the Jadeite Orb. 'Twas stolen from me while I was delivering it, and if Master Everard should find out, he'd wring my neck. 'Tis no exaggeration. He's had people killed afore, more than a few at that. To be quite truthful, I'd intended to sell off the Jadeite Orb and quit this place for good. Working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed up till he decided to spit me out. That jewel was my last hope. Now it's gone. Unless you were to find it for me. Would you, sir? Oh, pray do a poor man a kindness.
The Jadeite Orb could be anywhere now. Perchance we ought to speak with someone who has experience in banditry.
Have you come from Vernworth? How are things there? The ancient battleground to the north is overrun with hordes of fell beasts, and so little are survivors anticipated that you'll find not even a checkpoint here. In times past, 'twas safe enough a night, when the monsters sleep, but no longer. Since a few days past, skeletons and phantoms have made this their nightly battleground. 'Tis nigh impassable now. It could be that aught's befallen the cenotaph. I'd heard the spirits had calmed somewhat since 'twas erected. Say, if I cannot dissuade you from traversing the ancient battleground, would you consider passing by the cenotaph and making sure aught's aright with it? Could it be aught's if I cannot dissuade you from pressing?
Sure.
If you want my advice, heed no advice save your own.
Hello, Dante.
Greetings. You are the Arisen, are you not? Tell is you travel quite a bit. Tell me, in your comings and goings, did you happen to encounter a man by the name of Offulv? He seems to have vanished while in possession of a treasure known as the Jadeite Orb. My fellow merchants are scouring the city for him as we speak, but have had no luck as yet. And if I may be candid, our primary concern is not the merchant, but rather the orb. 'Tis an item of precious importance to myself and my partners, you see. I must see it reclaimed, post-haste, and in my hour of need, who should wander by but the good Arisen? What say you, sir? Would you be so kind as to seek out the Jadeite Orb on my behalf? You will be rewarded handsomely for your service. Of that I can assure you.
Sirs Offulv and Everard each seek the Jadeite Orb. To whom ought we to grant it? Assuming we find the thing at all.
Well met. Pleasure doing business with.
Hey, hey.
Welcome, sir. Contrary to the name, this little shop of mine deals in naught but the finest treasures. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. I shall have your order crafted in good time. A little patience is all I ask. Many thanks to you.
The Jadeite Orb is safely in hand.
What's left to say around here?
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the Jadeite Orb? Very well. Pray continue your search.
Okay.
May it bear fruit anon.
Good. Hello, Celeste.
Well, hello there, sir. What can I do you for? Not that I really need to ask. Aye, there's always demand for weapons, particularly near the border, where quarrels occur every other day.
Always. Spite! 323, holy shit. Ooh. Ooh. Goddamn. Ooh. Ah, shit. 20. 27. 16. Yikes. Okay. Jesus, 3K for fucking car? Goddamn, woman.
Do you come again?
Thank you very much.
Perusing.
Oh my god. You'll get that, Z. Get you some, like, other good stuff from Batar,
Mayhap you will
probably.
think this a trifle, but the events
God
of the coronation are
damn,
as vivid
this
in my
cape is
mind as if they
nice.
occurred only yesterday. It is most curious that a means of manipulating us should exist.
Not quite as nice as Goodbye.
And vexing that it should be in enemy hands.
Greetings, sir, and welcome. We see a great many customers given our location, so you'll have to forgive us if the ale runs dry. Go on, have a look.
Interested in my wares?
The Sovereign's retinue makes to fell the dragon at last. 'Twas a remarkable recovery, really. The man was burnt to a crisp.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
You'll have to excuse me.
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Ugh.
I only polished it this morning. If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
Not much has changed since I was a girl.
Welcome, sir. Contrary to the name, this little shop of mine deals in naught. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for you. The creation of a masterpiece takes time, sir. Pray do not rush me. Many thanks to you.
Guess we're resting again.
Some of us get complacent.
We can actually make some money here, I reckon.
The Sovereign's retinue makes to fell the dragon.
How you doing, Liam? Gotcha. So yeah.
At last. 'Twas a remarkable recovery, really. The man was burnt.
We must rest, though the sun is still up.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy some. The item you requested is complete. Here you are, sir. Use it well. Hope to see you again.
We have acquired a forgery. I cannot speak to its uses, though I'm sure we'll think of something.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? Very well. Pray So, how goes
It's my
it?
OCD.
Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb?
Give genuine article.
Ah, splendid. You've my thanks. Before we discuss your reward, however, there is one final matter to which we must attend. You see, in my line of work, trust is paramount, and so we shall go to verify the orb's authenticity together. Come, I trust old Ibrahim's eye most of all. Let us pay a visit to his little scrap store.
Follow my lead.
Okay.
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you be so kind as to examine this jadeite orb? Now, I have a bit of business to attend to while he performs his appraisal. I ask that you await my return here.
Bastard.
None of us is guaranteed tomorrow. It's just life.
What is it? The appraisal's not yet done, and I must...
He ought to be finished by now. Come, let us go see. You have done your title proud, Arisen. This jadeite orb is indeed the genuine article. My partners shall be most relieved to hear of its return. You have certainly earned your reward. I trust you will find it satisfactory, and I do hope you will permit me to call upon you again, should aught arise.
Nice.
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the jadeite orb? Oh, thank you, thank you! Now my freedom is assured. Pray, take this. A note isn't much, but I've naught else to offer. Right, I'd best get going. Sir, though we may ne'er meet again, know that I shall remember this kindness as long as I live. Farewell.
I fear we have done Sir Offal an unkindness. May he find the strength to weather his troubles.
Cheerless outcome for all involved.
The Sovereign's retinue makes to fell the dragon at last. 'Twas a remarkable.
Once more.
Many thanks. Interested in my wares?
Feels eerie with no one about.
Pray in, ne'er put gold in my pocket. Whoever's my replacement's in for a boot up the arse.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs, I see.
I've not trained for this.
Interested in my wares?
Now, where was I headed?
Not for it, but to cut my teeth in a real
Someone comes
battle.
looking for a fight, I won't say no.
Okay. Family calling me for dinner.
Well, hello there, sir. Oh, there's always demand for weapons. Particularly...
That is a good chunk of cash.
near the border. Do you come again?
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Welcome, sir. If you've a change after all. 'Tis folly to linger on a single vocation when there are so many exciting methods of combat.
Pardon.
To be tried. Do come again. Fancy a look at my wares?
Let me think on this.
Do you have time?
Oi, you there! You've just arrived in town, haven't you? I don't mean to pry, only it's my grandson, a boy by the name of Rog. He's gone missing. Pray tell, have you seen the lad?
Morris, I've just found out Roger's been abducted by beasts.
What? No! How can that be?
I've just heard news. Rog was seen being dragged off by wolves.
Oh, my poor boy. We must go rescue him at once.
Morris, think what you're saying, friend. We can't go charging off after the lad. We are no match for such creatures.
Do you truly expect me to do naught but twiddle my thumbs when my only grandson's been taken from me? The soldiers won't do aught for him, will they now? Consarn it all. He's right. But what else am I to do? If I do not hasten to the poor lad's aid, who will? Do you truly mean that, sir? You will save my grandson?
Yes.
If you return him to me, I will be forever in your debt, stranger.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
It is my duty to hear the...
What am I supposed to do?
Watch yourself.
Ah, you again. What?
Can't you see?
Sir.
The flowers that bloom around here glow come nightfall. From what I can glean, the petals absorb the sun's light by day and release it after dark. Isn't that unusual? Nature works in mysterious ways.
It isn't my way to gossip.
An ox cart or chain there. I rather enjoyed hearing the one about the giant. It's said to descend in times of conflict. Sounds like the last thing we...
Aye, I met Roger by the cenotaph, on the eastern side of town. He had what looked like a bundle of grass with him, only he was carrying it as though 'twere of the greatest import. When I asked what he was doing with it, he would say no more than 'twas a secret. So I told him to get home safe, and we parted ways. Yet no sooner had I turned my back than I heard him scream. I charged to his aid, but a wolf was already scarpering with him and its jewels. Poor lad. His cries haunt me even now. Pray help him if you can, sir. He deserves a better fate than this.
Aught you need of me?
Beg pardon, sir.
You'll never normally you put an elbow.
Damn it.
My eye.
Have you heard the room? There was no warning? No, of course.
Poor Rog. He truly is a lovely boy. He's always helping Morris in his shop, and he's delivered me my remedies many a time. Once, he even picked some flowers on his way out and put them up for me. All pretty like. I still recall his smile when he told me about the beautiful flower bed he tends to on the outskirts of town. Oh, Rog, will I e'er see your smile again? I suppose I can only hope.
That's enough intellectual labor for one day.
Mayhap the flower bed will offer some clue as to Roger's whereabouts. Pray, allow me to show you the way. Pray, follow me. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I'm up to the challenge.
You must not let down our guard.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of death.
Overconfidence is an illusion of itself. Never try to better ourselves in every battle.
You have my protection.
Let me get that. I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
Mayhap the flower bed will offer some clue as to Roger's whereabouts. Follow me. fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind.
It is not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go. Nicely done.
I give you no lessons, sir. Splendid. I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look. We've been traveling together for some time now, haven't we?
Our combined might is a force to be reckoned with. I say we forge on together, for as long as we may.
I'll go and open the chest. We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
We cannot break it from this side.
Really now?
Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought.
Take care not to fall.
We ought to proceed with caution.
Just hang on, Rodney.
Another statue? Mayhap 'twill yield us all to views.
Shall we search for a path to lead us to it?
goblin.
Tis weak the lightning strikes. I shan't let it go. Let my magic rise in the dimension.
Mayhap you'll think this a trifle, but one master I served was quite the carefree soul, in armor in all the
Now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to inform
I
my
hope to
master
God
of
this kid isn't dead.
Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
Let us defer to the Arisen judgment.
Get over here!
Well fought, Arisen.
Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
I'm scared. What's going on? How did I get here?
What the fuck?
I remember. The wolves. How is it I'm still alive? You saved me. Didn't you, sir? I can hardly believe it. Thank you. How did you know where I was? Did grandfather request your help? I suppose he must be worried sick about me. If it's all the same to you, sir, I think I'd like to go home now.
Shall we report our results?
Yeah, kid. Definitely going home. Holy hell. Managed to make it before the episode ended. Ah, boy. Let's get the kid out of here. Righty. We'll start here in the next one. So take it easy. Love ya!